Hey guys, Brix back with another Lego Transformer review, and it's the last review of the year, so I wanted to bring something special. As always, we're going to check out my version 2 G1 Lambor / Sideswipe. Let's check it out. Alright, so here we have Lambor, or some might know him as Sideswipe. It's a complete redesign from my first version. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I completely redesigned the chest. We have headlights now. Look at those. Use the same windshield from last time. I have some roof detail. I try to get as close to the masterpiece model as possible. But, you know, of course, with a few liberties taken, of course. The back, I would have wanted to shape a little bit better, but it still is kind of a slim profile back there. No lights or anything like that, just due to, you know, the stability and everything of that. But yeah, looks pretty cool. So I just wanted to do a size comparison, which I rarely ever do in vehicle mode, with my man Optimus right here. So as you can see, Lambor is a bit longer, so it's not like real, you know, really in scale with each other. They're both 6 studs across, which, you know, most of my vehicles are. Yeah, so Lambor is a bit longer, so it's definitely not particularly in scale, because it would have been maybe a lot shorter than the truck, but just wanted to give a quick size comparison with that, and we are going to get straight into transformation. Yeah, I'll show off the accessories afterwards and stuff, but just to give you an idea what the underside kind of looks like. Can't really tell there's any like robot kibble under there, but yeah, what we're going to do for this guy first is, let's see, the first thing I really want to do is kind of bring down this front of the car right here. Kind of get that out the way. The next thing that we're going to do is lift up this section right here and kind of zoom out so you guys can see everything. And then make sure all that stays put. Very good. Open up the canopy, and then we can swing up the arms right here, like so. Go on the other side and swing out the arms, like so. And from there, we could finish opening up the canopy, where we got the head right there. Could poke our little finger through. And you want the head pretty much upright like that. And then kind of hold everything down a little bit. It's very tight connections. Yeah, see, that will come undone if it's not held down. Basically, it's going to have those robot arms on that T-joint right there. Kind of come down right about there. Then we could bring the canopy back up. Make sure everything is nice and even, like so. And then this kind of secures it in the back a little bit, like that. As you can see, these guys back here are getting a little loose. And that's fine. It's Lego. It's doing what it was designed to do. Alright, so for the legs, we are going to use these hinges right here. Make sure you guys can see that. And lift up, like so. Everything's nice and tight. And then we could rotate out that. So this way we get the underside as the front of the leg, finally. So next what we want to do is hold on to all of that. That was probably easier to show from this angle. We want to take that bar right here and slide it down on that clip. So, just like that. Then we can flip the little foot out. And then we close all this back up. Then we have one leg done. Straighten that up. Now ideally, I don't know why I didn't change this. These are supposed to be like little 1x1 flat tiles, so I'm going to change that real quick. Forgot to update that. Alright, so we got the foot back the way that it should be. Just a little tile. It's a little easier because originally when it had a little cheese slope, you would have to rotate it 180 degrees. And that puts way too much pressure on that clip and you could probably end up snapping it off. So you don't want to do that. Just make it simple. It's just a little flat towel for the foot. Nice and simple. So we do the same thing on the other foot where we lift up. And this is kind of like Combiner War style with, you know, of course, like the non-combining. Well, actually, some of the combining ones did this also, where the thigh was like really hidden inside. And you had to open it up like this to just flip it out. Now, I came up with this technique a while ago, but I thought it was a little too small in stature for me to like really complete. So I kind of abandoned it. Just kind of move this clip down, all the way down. There you go. And close up the leg. But surprisingly, he's about the same height as my old Lambor. So once we're here, I want to rotate at the waist. Like so. Let's get the little foot out. So everything's nice and tight. And then slide the foot out on that bar about halfway. Like so. Looking good so far. The next thing we're going to do is our little hip gimmick, but we're going to rotate it to the front this time just to be in a, you know, in line with the body and everything. So we got that. And then we have a little 1x2 plate that nobody can see because my camera's blurry that we're just going to rotate down, but we're going to just rotate all that up just so we can get there. And that'll cover up the crotch. Make sure you guys can see that. Cool. So now we just gotta finish up the arms. We take the forearms. Yeah. Bring everything down so you guys can see everything. Definitely gotta hold by the shoulder, just for stability purposes, of course. Bring that out. Bring it out on this little hinge right there. Rotate the hand out. And then that's all set. And we can bend at the elbow, I mean not the elbow, the shoulder. Right there, and then pulls up the arm any way you like. Make sure this guy could stand properly. Alright, so we got one done. Make sure the head is up there. And then do the second one. Where you fold out the forearm, rotate it 180 degrees. Oh. Flip out, don't break it. And rotate the little hand out, which is a little difficult to do because it's a brand new piece. Oh, this is tight. Why is that so tight? It's like scary tight. Did somebody craggle my hand? I wasn't watching. Wow. There you go. Jeez. And then we could bend at the shoulder. get that going. And there we have Lambor. Let's see, his chest looks a little high because you could barely see his head. So let's fix that up. Bring this down a little bit so at least you can see him. There you go. Very nice. Can we get some focus? There we go. Let's get him. Very nice. Out there in the center. Oh, very good. So we have some accessories for him right here. Got a shoulder cannon that I designed. Always designed the weapons right before the video for some reason. And I got some good responses from the from the viewers of the last video as far as the accessories are concerned. And I want to kind of continue doing masterpiece style accessories if at all possible. So we got the little shoulder cannon, and then we have this nice little gun that I designed for him. Very cool. You can pause it and kind of get an idea of what I used to build it. And this will clip right there into his hand, theoretically, or maybe not. Wow. This is what happens when you don't check these things out ahead of time. All right, so this is the new gun. And that'll fit. I'll just make sure he's standing upright. There you go. That looks good. So let me get him back in the center there. And then now we could do a final spin. So this will be, whoa, easy there, Lambor. You take it easy. So this will be kind of like my definitive version of Lambor for now. I might do some upgrades on the arms a little bit, but we'll see. We shall see. So size comparison in robot mode. Let's see what we have. Who do we have? Still got Soundwave hanging out in the studio. So let me move this guy to the side a little bit. So here he is, one of my standard deluxe scale figures, of course. Why does it look like he's coming apart a little bit? Huh. It's a little lopsided there, side. So what's going on here? Alright, well, you guys kind of get the idea as far as size comparison. I might have to do some repairs on this guy. Oh, we also do have the PAL drivers, which also come with the masterpiece model. And just to get an idea of how those work, we lift up the arm or the wrist right there, rotate the hand about 90 degrees to where you have a flat edge right there. And then we could take this stud right there on top and just plug that in. Just plug that in. There you go. I want to kind of move the arm up a little bit so you guys can see what those look like from the side. And his legs trying to come apart. Should be a little more flush. There you go. So you can kind of see what the PAL drivers look like from the side. It has a little gap right there, so that way it looks like, you know, realistic. And of course, when you get the instructions, it'll come with the second PAL driver. But all you gotta do is duplicate that one. So this is BX Brix, thanking you guys once again for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all that wonderful stuff. I hope you guys had a really great holiday, and I hope you're ready for I was about to say 19. I hope you guys are ready for 2019. That's where the whole 19 part came from. All right, so I will see you guys next year. Wow. Peace.